Our top focus as of now, the political drama in Pakistan seems to be never-ending. In the latest attack, ousted Prime Minister Imran Khan called the current Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif a thief. Khan called on his supporters to stand with him in his quote-unquote jihad against the imported government and fight till the end. Khan made the comments while addressing a sea of supporters in the city of Dir. It is located in Pakistan's Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province. The former Pakistan Premier also announced his next plan of action. At the rally, Imran Khan urged the people of Pakistan to rise up against the so-called imported government. He blamed the current government about the issues that the country was facing. He especially motivated the youth to stand up for its nation and to stand for their hakiki azadi, as he said. Imran Khan also pressed on issues like inflation and mocked the current Prime Minister's decision-making skills. During his speech, Imran also highlighted his government's performance, stating that during his tenure, tax collection reached a record level. In his previous rally in the Bunair district of Pakistan, Imran Khan lashed out, alleging that the current rulers were planning to get rid of him by filing a treason case. The only possible way out, according to the ousted Prime Minister, is, and I quote, "Today our country is in trouble, our future is in dark, there's only one solution, election." He's calling for fresh elections. Meanwhile, President Arif Alvi has returned two controversial bills. These bills sought to reverse the changes made in the election laws by the PTI government. These bills are related to the use of electronic voting machines and I-voting for overseas Pakistanis. The President has sent the bills to the Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif for reconsideration and a detailed deliberation. The National Assembly and the Senate had passed both the bills last month. These bills were to be approved by the President to be turned into law. However, the President said that the bills violated Article 46 of the Constitution. He also said that the bills were passed in a haste and without any due diligence. Meanwhile, hashtag Bajwa has to go is trending on the social media in Pakistan. More than 13,000 people have retweeted asking for Bajwa's resignation. All this while an economic crisis grips the country. And for more insights about what's happening in Pakistan, noted journalist and strategic affairs expert Dr. Hamid Khan now joins us live from UK's Manchester. Dr. Khan, welcome to WION The World as one. My first question, give us a sense of the scale of the economic crisis coupled with the ongoing political crisis in Pakistan. Is the new government tackling it at all? All this, of course, while the ousted Prime Minister Imran Khan continues to revolt and has now called the new Prime Minister a thief. So what measures can be taken?
Thank you very much, Priyanka. If you look into the way previous Prime Minister Imran Khan has been ousted, since new Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif has taken over with his coalition government with the difference of only 2 votes majority, yes, he is facing lots of crises in terms of internal situation, and then he has lots of challenges in terms of economical situation of the country. And we can see that he's not been able to finalize any agreement with IMF, which they were supposed to have within last month. And then Shehbaz Sharif has to increase the petroleum prices up to 40%. And then they increase the energy prices up to 45%. So people are reacting against these decisions of the government. And they are blaming the ousted of Imran Khan for all these, burden to the nation directly. And I'll tell you, I mean, because of this difficult, I would say, political turmoil, it is very highly unlikely for the other countries, to support Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif's government in terms of financial support, whether it was from China or whether it was from Turkey or other countries.
Right.
On the other hand, as you was rightly mentioning before, that the Imran Khan is keep putting his pressure on the government to call for the fresh mandate and call for the new elections, because it seems to be the only way out from this political turmoil.
But let's talk about the economic crisis also. The ousted Prime Minister is calling for a fresh election at a time when the people of Pakistan are suffering. This tit-for-tat volley that's currently ongoing in Pakistan is not going to help the people of Pakistan. Inflation is rising, cost of living is rising, the country is in an economic crisis. So what's the way out?
Exactly, you're right. That I mean, it's not this. That is what I mean. All the strategic affairs are experts are saying that this is not going to help the public of Pakistan. Rather, there has to be harmony in the political situation, and they have to do the negotiations with the IMF and others. And on the other hand, there has to be a subsidized, products for the public of Pakistan, because people cannot afford the price hike and the new wave of price hike in everything. People cannot afford it. There is only one way, that there should be a kind of a joint harmony between all the institutions, and there should be some steps must be taken to relieve, to give some kind of subsidy to the public of Pakistan. And there is only one way to do it, and that is with the support of public mandate. I'll tell you one thing. One thing is very clear, that Shehbaz Sharif himself is running a very coalition weak government, where he cannot take all the decisions, and he do not want to be blamed for all the decisions, because he can see that he would not be able to win the upcoming elections if he will take all the burden of the difficult crisis or difficult economical decisions, such as increasing the petrol prices or energy prices or flour prices. If it keeps increasing, there will be no vote for the Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif in future. So this is very, I should say, difficult position for the government.
Right. Dr. Khan, thanks so much for all those insights. Thanks for joining us from Manchester on this broadcast. WION World is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.